Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Kerry Ann. Disclaimers, these are just my thoughts and opinions. I speak on behalf of nobody else, even though I do, but nobody tells me what to say. And also I swear. Now I do sort of open my mouth and start speaking, right? So I don't know where this is gonna go. So if you go like, oh yeah, she's boring me a bit now, like have a little skip to later on, because I usually take a little bit of a while till I get me unfold. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm a bit pissed off today. Anyway, today marks the first anniversary of the death of Liam Payne, and they are still saying that it's because he was sold cocaine. Fuck off. There is more evidence that lad, yes lad, you do get like this when you get older, I realise, ma'am. There's more evidence that he was murdered than he went over that fucking balcony. There's no evidence he went over that balcony except for a fingerprint on that balcony, but he was staying in that room and that would have fucking happened. But he didn't land underneath the balcony, he landed over fucking there like he just dropped dead and flew. So yeah, I'm in that kind of mood. But so yeah, rip, justice, and then also, actually, fuck it, I should just do these in two separate videos. Also, read this article yesterday of this lady who died in a mental hospital, and it was Liam Payne all over again, mate. Literally, she'd allegedly stuffed 4 socks down her own fucking throat to kill herself. When did you ever hear of anybody doing that? This is in England, by the way. And this is downstairs on my computer. I've got it, so like I can't give you any deets, right? Just going by what I remember from yesterday. But literally, they didn't fucking investigate it at all. They just like, oh, it's death, accidental death. She accidentally killed herself by accidentally putting 4 socks down her own throat. Tell me, when have you ever heard of anybody self-exiting, is the current trendy way to say it, by stuffing socks down their own throat? Who would even... I mean, I know she was in a mental institution, but the day before, she'd said that somebody was going around punishing inmates at night. Another thing that's really fucking dodgy, and for me personally, the most dodgy fucking thing going, they found blood underneath her fingernails and they didn't even test it to see who it was from. This is the world that we live in. Actually, no, fuck it, let's carry on. Injustice, right? So yesterday I talked about the injustice of 15p. We're charging 15p for a recyclable paper bag, Primark this is, when the bag tax was originally brought in to stop single-use plastic usage, to stop plastic bags, to encourage people to use non-plastic bags. They started charging for plastic bags. We have got to the point now, and I know Morrison's, I bought one for 40p, but their paper bags are a bit sturdier than Primark's. But even so, biodegradable, not part of the fucking bag tax, should not be. Utter bullshit. But today, we're going to go back to the mosque, because it's getting on my tits, right? The sheer injustice of the fact that we don't want it and we're being told you have to have it anyway, right? Now, and if anybody can give me like sort of hints and tips on whether this stuff is legal, because our local Labour ward councillor, who's a fucking bully in my personal opinion, Karen Pickering, the one who I have on video telling me that there's no proof of Muslim grooming gangs, to shut me the fuck up and stop me asking about the safety of women and children when that mosque goes up. It's like, no, not talking to you, not listening, not fucking having it. She went round everybody who knew about that mosque before the planning meeting and told every single one, do not mention Muslim grooming gangs. Who are you? Who the fuck am you, Karen Pickering? to tell everybody what they're allowed to say. And it's her, along with Virginia Cleaver and Elaine Pantlin, her partner. But Virginia Cleaver's the old ward councillor, still has a finger in the pie. Fuck knows why, but you know, like she's still, and she's told everybody, like, just let it go now. You know what I mean? You've done all you can do, let it go. Now, Karen Pickering, our local Labour ward councillor, knew for what she said a significant period of time that was planned to be a mosque. It was bought in 2022. It went down for COVID. And is this legal? Right? The Muslim charity that was set up because they set up a charity to buy each individual property. They bought that pub for £50,000 above the asking price, and now they're struggling to pay for it and asking for donations from the Muslims, from all Muslims, to give money to pay it off. So they offered £50,000 above the asking price and didn't have the money to pay that. I don't know. But they're sending out begging letters to ask to pay for it. Now, of course, Karen Pickering would have you believe, there's a video on her TikTok. I followed her on TikTok the other day. I bet she loved that. There's a video of her on there doing the old, we've secured funding. They've not secured funding. The government has given funding. They didn't go and fucking negotiate with anybody. They're the mouthpiece between the government and the people. And this is where my fucking problem lies. But we'll get there. So this woman knew, our ward councillor, our vocal piece, our in-between, knew and didn't let us know. The people, like, before, this was a couple of weeks before I came in, before I heard anything, I heard on Facebook. And there was a lady who was running, who'd got like a little group together, that then Karen Pickering came in, took over and fucking booted people out who didn't agree. Like the Ayers Monsell group then became run. Everything has to be run through the Labour ward councillors. Everything community has to be done, except for this. But she fucking hates me, especially because I've got her on video saying that there's no such thing as grooming gangs. But they've got £20 million funding for our estate, and another 2 estates that have got mosques have also been given 20 million quid. And buff, you know, like, there are mosques all around the country that the people who own the mosques are setting fire to them because they can't keep up with the fucking insurance payments and the bills and whatever. So they're literally torching it for insurance jobs. Do you know what I mean? And this is coming to my estate, and I don't want it, and I don't see why Karen fucking Pickering, that is her middle name. Sorry, I did say I swear, but I don't see why she gets the ultimate deciding vote, because she's told the community, no, you're having it, and she's also told the community, no, you cannot look at what they do. It is a fact in Sharia law, a little girl can be raped anally up to and vaginally after the age of 8. Any woman or girl without a head covering can be taken sexually by law, and this is their religion. So that this is Muhammad, that they are told are perfect, that they must emulate, and that is next to a primary school, and we can't do anything about it because Karen fucking Pickering tells us so. Who am ya? That's probably going to be seen as, you know, who am ya? That's like fighting football-y talk, isn't it? I don't want to fight with a woman. I don't want to bloody grace her with my fucking gracer. Do you know what I mean? But it is corrupt as fuck, right? Now, this is the way that I think society should be run. You've got a group of people, say you've got a little area of 100 people, and they're all functioning you know, like together, everybody knows each other, but they need to talk to the government or whoever about, like, oh, it's like we've got too many tomatoes on our patch, like we've all got tomatoes, we've got too much, can we barter with another group down the way? You know what I mean? We're taking out all of society here and just going down to the basics about we should run. We've got too many, can we barter with this group over here? And it's like, right, well, you know, that over there, so you create a spokesperson, a person that speaks on your behalf for everybody, and that person goes over and talks to their spokesperson so that 200 people can all have the same thing going on, but only taking 2 people. But this person is speaking for this 100 people, and this person is speaking for this 100 people. Karen Pickering and Elaine Pantlin and once Virginia Cleaver are tasked, their job description, they are paid money to be our voice. 10 times as many people said no to that mosque as said yes. That is the voice of the people. That is the will of the people. That is what the public, our community, desire. We do not want a mosque. Karen Pickering not only has not been our voice, she's fucking silenced our voice. She's told us we're not allowed to have a voice. A local ward councillor has told an entire community, you are having a fucking mosque, and I know you don't want it, but shut up. How is this legal? But here we find ourselves, and again, this translates to our little microcosmos, is microcosm, right? Is literally just a little. She is a little fucking Starmer, right? Because we've got Keir Starmer now saying, you're having digital ID. We don't want digital ID. Huge uproar. The last I looked, there were 350,000 names on the voting thing. Petition. I'm so sorry, it gets on my head. They confuse us on purpose. But there were over 350,000 votes on a petition, we don't want digital ID. And literally, Keir Starmer is going ahead with it. Nobody wants it, except for the World Economic Forum. Them bastards, the Freemasons, the people who invented all of these religions who are currently warring. And trust me, there's a fucking terror attack coming, either on UK soil or American soil, because they have been shipping in hundreds of thousands of war-aged fucking men, who, the majority of which are Muslims and are here to fucking invade, who want death to the West, who claimed death to the West on 9/11 and haven't changed their ethos. Death to the West did not stop existing. And we let them in anyway. And said, if you say anything about it, you're a fucking racist. Do you see what's happening there? Literally, we are being conditioned and brainwashed. We are being brainwashed to see black is white, night is day. And we have no option to do anything about that. Now, I consider myself a little bit more in the know with this stuff than most people. Most people don't know that most people don't know that Islam are here to take over. That Islam say they're here to invade us. And when they do, they will take us as slaves. This is, they say in their own words, but we're taught to not look at them saying that, because even if we fucking see them saying that, we're Islamophobic. It's our fault. It's my fault for being white. For being born white, I am meant to live my life feeling fucking guilty and just saying, yeah, you have this. Oh, I'm so sorry. You have that. You have that. No, it's all right. It's all right. No. Go on. That's how I'm meant to live my life. That's how I do live my life. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a sucky fucker. But we have done that with Islam. And Islam wants death to the West. Islam is here to take over. That's what Islam's about. Invading. Rape and pillage the village. That's just... do you know what I mean? And we are the village. Now, we have, since the mosque, we now have Muslim barbers. And I've not been into the vape shop because I don't vape. I don't agree with vaping, right? Literally because they told me that I should. Fuck off, mate. I'll have a fag, thank you. Because I don't trust anything that comes from down there, especially when they put fucking posters on the Leicester Royal Infirmary window that's still there now, stating, but this was 2018, the year before my mum died, that was up there, saying that vaping is 95% safer than cigarettes. Before long-term data came in, the NHS, and now the NHS is saying that cousin marriages are great, even though cousin marriages, which is another thing, Islamic, that now we just have to live with, because now we're an Islamic country. Well, getting there. And I would suggest to anybody, look at Leicester. Please. Leicester wasn't like this 20 years ago, mate. We have been invaded. Leicester has been taken over. Watch Leicester. Watch places like Leicester. Places like Bradford and Birmingham. Like, because I watched, I can't remember where it was from, but I saw something on Facebook yesterday or YouTube or whatever. And it was like this other town. And it was English people, white people. Like, there were no burqas. There were no fucking black puffer jackets with Nike fucking... I don't know why, mate. They all wear the same coat. I don't know. The young lads, like the black puffer jacket with the Nike backpack as a uniform. But, like, literally, it's like, mate, it's coming. Don't think, mate, like, oh, yeah, look at Leicester. Look, God, it's trampy there, isn't it? Like, fucking, fuck that in. It's coming. I didn't think it would come in. I did not think that I was going to walk uptown and not feel comfortable in my hometown. I didn't realise this wouldn't feel like home when I grew up, when I was little. Trust me, this is coming to you. You have to open your eyes. You have to realise that the people who are trusted with our safety, with our well-being, with the betterment of our country are lying to us, are self-serving, egotistical twat bags who literally will say or do anything for fucking money and ego. Literally. There is no common sense. Our governance is absolute fucking... It's a pantomime. Now, you know, I've said before about actor-based reality, and this is what it is. It's like, literally, it's... But a lot of the people, and I'm sorry to say it, you know, like, I don't like insulting people, but Karen Pickering is not the shiniest button in the box. She does not get it. She's blinkered. She's doing what she has to do to score points, to tick boxes, to keep her job, to maintain her status, right? She's not doing it for the community. Otherwise, she'd have said what the community is saying. She had an opportunity to say, like, look, the residents are really concerned here. And she had the option of telling the residents of the estate it was happening before it happened. That was her. She knew. She didn't let us know. We were told, and like, even one of the people that's been going the longest found out on Facebook. We weren't informed until the community got involved, and the community, in like, literally like that, is so proud, so fucking proud, got together and did a leaflet so that everybody on the estate could know. This was like a week, 2 weeks before the planning meeting. Nobody had a time. Nobody had time to fucking go like, whoa, hold on a minute, I don't want a fucking mosque. Karen Pickering knew all along and didn't inform our constituents so that they could have a say. And in the little time that we had, 10 times as many people said no the fuck not as sat there and said yes. And the Muslims had said, had gone to outside, said you can vote on this if you just have friends in the Ayers Monsell area and you need the mosque for when you come to visit them, so that you don't have to, go off. And so, so a lot of those people weren't even from this estate. This estate said no. This estate was told to shut the fuck up. And that is not being the go-between between us and the government. But even so, it's like, trickle down economics. It's boot on the neck fucking society. You will do what we fucking say. How long are we as human beings going to accept being fucking told what to do when we don't want to do it? What is that of a life? Now, this is where I get really fucking angry, because there will be people, lots of people, who have taken their life recently literally because this shit don't make fucking sense to anyone. They are killing people indirectly, but they are taking fucking lives. But that don't matter, because we've got loads of that sounded racist for I started, so I'm going to shut up there. And have you noticed, right, if I were you, I'd follow AY Audits, right? If you don't, and he goes round and he documents the protests and stuff like that. But he goes round to asylum seekers hotels. The guys who come over on a boat, war-aged men, often having guns on their person, TikToking that they're coming over with their fucking gun. Some of them that get put away if you say you're going to kill Nigel Farage. But cracking. A lot of them raping young girls because they come from countries where that is seen as socially acceptable, and that is in their religion. If they're Muslim, it's in their religion to take women for themselves. That's what they're all about. No, can't mention that. That's Islamophobic. Fucking call me what you like. But I will tell you the facts that they are fucking keeping from you. Because everybody deserves to know what is happening. And when you go to these, whoever goes around to these places, they're all staffed by fucking foreigners. So you've got, and this is what will happen when it gets to a point where the police will no longer, when they're like, no mate, I'm one of these people too. That's when they'll get all of these war-trained foreigners in, because let's not forget, all of these people coming over have done at least a year's fucking national conscription. They know how to operate a weapon. They know how to fucking disarm a man. They know how to kill somebody with their fucking bare hands oftentimes, and they're given a God-given right to have it all because their particular God said that they can have anything that they want. We're fucked if we don't realise this. And we're fucked if we carry on with this system of governance. You won't. It does not matter if you vote out Labour, bring in Reform or Advance UK or whatever. It's going back to what I said to Peter fucking Salisbury, who is now a sir, so please investigate for paedophilia, because it's a group that has form. And that man is totally bought, and that man is 100% a fucking Freemason. I am telling you for now. But like I said to him, there'll always be my government. That was my shitty impression of the Queen. It used to be better than that. But literally, that's what the Queen used to, when she opened Parliament. My government will enshrine in law. This is 2008. This is where my memory comes in. 2008. My government shall enshrine in law an end to child poverty by 2020. That was the Labour government there. Now, the Labour government, fucking shit, like literally billions and I found out like well, months ago. This is tittle tattle, and I'm so sorry, but I did a video many months ago. Like some div had posted this fucking meme that they'd made on Facebook. Yeah, can you get it in for me, please? Sorry, I has to stand up. Yeah, and oh, I hope it's not my favourite. My favourite delivery man. Who's a 6-foot Indian. Oh God, he's lovely. So if I missed him, I'm devastated. Where was I? Oh, fucked it. Fucked it. What was I saying? Say that. Fuck, mate. But at least my son's bringing in me shopping. Yeah, this is what happens. You see, I get on a rant, and you know Donnie Darko. You know how they have that thing. When I get on a rant, I feel like I've like opened up like that, and like when something happens and snaps me out, it just feels like it's fucking flailing around like this, like trying to reconnect. Because like when I zone out, that's it. I'm off on one. So I'm just going to go and help my son with the fucking shopping. And whatever I missed off the end of there, I missed off the end of there. Thank you for being here. Please come back and never forget that. Oh, like, literally, any questions, any thoughts, please leave comments. Thank you for being here. Please come back. Never forget. I love you all. Bye.